We're joined by Emory University. They just completed play in the second game of the 2016 NCAA Division III Softball Championships. They defeated the University of St. Thomas 3-2. We have with us first baseman Ashley Powers, head coach Penny Siquieros, and pitcher Brittany Fowle. Coach, comments from you about today's game, please.
You know, JJ, it's kind of crazy because I think St. Thomas and Emory both came in equally matched. And if you look at it statistically, everything across the line items, we're just pretty dead even. So I think coming in here, we expected it to be a toe-to-toe competition. We just, of course, wanted to do what we needed to strategically to make sure that we kind of walked away from it, obviously, on the positive side. And also, I want to tip my hat, obviously, to John and St. Thomas. He does a great job getting his team together, and want to salute his ladies and him for a great game.
So can't let you get away with those general comments. Are you talking about two teams that are so tight like that? From a coaching perspective, then what's your game plan to create some sort of difference?
Well, I mean, obviously, you ask around and find out what, your opponents are kind of bringing to the table. And what we want to do is just defensively just try to be one step ahead. We heard that they were very aggressive on the bases, which definitely showed today in terms of him sending runners with, what might have be considered rather routine hits to the outfield. He was pretty aggressive and kind of pushing kids across. And, from a defensive perspective, we made sure that we were adequately prepared for that. And I think we kind of secured some outs in some key situations because we were ready to take that on.
Kind of helps when you're armed with a 36-game winner. Brittany, talk a little bit about out there today. First off, what was working today for you?
I mean, everything, kind of worked at the beginning. Things get a little bit tough at the end, but, it helps to have a catcher calling a great game and a defense that makes all the plays behind you. So.
Now, you talked about that. Even in victory, there's some adversity. What started happening there in those final two innings for you, but what allowed you to able to right the ship and get the W?
Yeah, I think, the heat was a little surprising. We're from Atlanta, so I thought I'd be used to it, but it was definitely hotter than anticipated. And just, a little bit of nerves. I'm a junior, but I still get them. But like I said, I mean, I have full confidence in my defense, and, we're all friends out there, so it's easy to kind of turn around and know that somebody else will pick me up if something happens.
So just like Coach gets to run you out there every day, you get the benefit of good offense, and you had a two-run homer come from Ashley. Talk a little bit about the at-bat, and talk about your feelings as you're on the bases and realizing you just put your team up 3-0 at that time.
Well, our player 21, Janelle, started off with a double, and I knew going up there, I wanted to pick her up, score that run, and then her pinch runner ended up getting to third, and we had 2 outs, and I knew easy base hit, score her. So I kept fighting in the at-bat until I got my pitch and got her in.
Now talk about it at the end of the game when you realized that, wow, my home run actually created the difference in the game.
Felt good. I always want to be there for my team, and we all pick each other up, so it was a good touch to add to our nice game.
Coach, and let's finish up here with 2 questions for you. You get to stay in the top of the bracket. How important is that going throughout the days you have here to stay in the top side of the bracket?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a no-brainer, JJ, and the first game is huge. The last thing anybody wants to do is climb from the bottom and scratch your way to the top. So it feels good to at least put one under your belt, and of course the longer you stay, the easier it is to stay. So we want to do everything that we can to enjoy the moment for the rest of today. Happy birthday to this one, by the way. Obviously sleep well tonight, yet recognize tomorrow morning's a new day, and we got to strap on our cleats and pants and visors and everything and get ready to get out there and do what we need to do to pick up a W tomorrow.
Tell me what you know about UT Tyler coming into tomorrow's matchup.
He's an extraordinary coach, and he's done an unbelievable job getting his women, prepared for, these moments. It's nice to know that we actually have faced them last year in Supers, which was a tough one. We took our lumps and learned some good lessons. Yet I think what on the flip side of that is what that does is it gets us better prepared for today or tomorrow. And seeing them, it's not going to be a surprise. It's not as if we're going to be, back on our heels. We know them, they know us, and there's comfort in that. So at least we're going to be a little bit more prepared, I think, moving forward tomorrow than not. So we're excited about it.
Coach Siquieros, Ashley, and Brittany, thank you very much. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, JJ. Appreciate it.